students, in my previous video I have discussed about punctuation marks, means what is punctuation and its types. It is of two types, you know that. One is terminal punctuation and the second is the post punctuation. In terminal punctuation I have just discussed one, that is full stop or period. Uh, so once again I will recapitulate it where it should be used. Okay, full stop or period. In American English it is known as period, and in British English it is known as full stop. Where it is used, it's used at the end of a of declarative or imperative sentence, and with the abbreviations and initials. Okay, and you all know that what is an initialism, acronym and abbreviation. So but one thing you have to keep in mind, that do not use full stop if the abbreviation ends in the same letter. For example, doctor, it starts with D and ends with R. So while writing the abbreviation of doctor, we just write dr. We can't use a full stop at the end of this abbreviation. Another example is Mr. Mr. So we can't use full stop at the end of this abbreviation. Okay. Now we will discuss the second punctuation mark, that is exclamation mark. Okay, exclamation mark. It's used at the end of an exclamatory sentence, and used to convey strong emotion and feeling, like anger, joy, excitement, etc. They all are shown with the help of exclamation mark. Let's see some examples, like what a beauty, or what a tragedy. You will not add any other punctuation mark after this exclamation mark. Okay, we don't use any full stop, any question mark, nothing. It starts with what, right? But it is a sudden feeling and emotion. What a beauty! When we see a beautiful thing, then automatically we can say that what a beauty. Certain feeling, certain emotion. So we can't use any punctuation mark after this exclamation mark. Okay. Secondly, it is used with the interjections. Now we should know what interjections are. Interjection is a word which expresses some certain feeling or emotion, like wow, alas, hurrah, well said, splendid, etc. These are some interjections which we use in our sentence. Okay, but you have to also remember that interjections don't come in between the sentences. Also, it is not necessary that your sentence will also end with an interjection. It can also begin or it can also come in between of a sentence. So you end up using exclamation mark after every interjection, whether it is at the beginning of a sentence, at the middle of a sentence, or at the end of a sentence. Where interjection comes, you have to use exclamation mark. Okay, for example, wow, what a panoramic view. Wow, an interjection is used, and at the end of an interjection, I used an exclamation mark. Hooray, we won the match. Hooray. Interjection. And the end of this interjection, I use an exclamation mark. Alas, exclamation mark. She has failed in her life. Okay, with interjections, we can use exclamation mark. So this is the way you would use exclamatory marks when writing. But one more thing, please do not use the exclamatory marks in formal writing. It should be used in informal writing, but not in formal writing. This is all about exclamation mark. We had just discussed two punctuation marks, full stop or period, and the second is exclamation mark. So in next video, we will discuss another terminal punctuation, that is question mark. Thank you.